All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
That's what I do.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down again. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Green 80. Move.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Punch right, punch right, punch right. Sunday, Sunday. Green 80, green is good.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Set. Green 80.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Green 80. Green 80.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Corey Grant, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. Well, Charles, as Cleveland takes the field again, I got to ask you, if you're a Browns fan, are you more frustrated right now or optimistic about what you've seen weeks 1 and 2?
Can I combine it with frustratingly optimistic?
That's probably a good way to put it.
Because I don't know how much more disappointment you can have as a Browns fan. Go 0-16 last year. First 2 games of the year, opportunities abound where you can win games against significant opponents. Pittsburgh at home, at New Orleans, both of them obviously in the playoffs last year. That doesn't get done because your kicking game lets you down. So you've kind of seen it all as a Browns fan. But if you look ahead, if they can find a way to get those wins, or I should say a win, it could start Thursday night against the Jets at home, and then they're at the Raiders, and then home for the Baltimore Ravens. Realistically, those are games that the Browns can win.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Green 80, green inside.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Green 80. Green 80.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Spread right, 72. Check. Green 80. 11.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. The Browns offense trotting back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. And again, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this one goes incomplete. A first misfire there after 6 straight completions, and it leads to 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku from 3 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Bortles now to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to get him for a loss of about 3. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down.
He's got him in. Complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect at setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Throwing now is Bortles. Moncrief brings it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So after the INT, it's Bortles. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Green 80. Green 80.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, that's Grant. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Back now in Jacksonville as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Punch right, punch right, punch right. Lucy. Green 80. Green 80.
The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hyde. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd down, Mayfield. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And what a return as he brings us with all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go.
First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get this back.